Hello, like the 7 people who watch me, or how many I don't really know. Yeah, thanks for that. Basically, I'm just doing a quick analytical video of my most recent student short film, which I starred and directed in. So, I'm just doing this because I think the way I directed it or the way I did it in general may not have been the clearest. So, I'm just going to go through it and explain some stuff pretty much. So, let's go. Ah yes, I look really happy, don't I? I love the colour palette. Oh yes, that's first thing with the colour palette. Obviously, it's very desaturated because I wanted to get the vibe and atmosphere that it's a lot more somber and sad. Get off and get gates, go gates, whatever. I don't remember saying. And if you know a word, that's a wide angle shot or establishing shot, if you like, just to show that the character is not surrounded by anyone. He's quite lonely, like it's quite barren. Obviously, then it transitions more into a mid shot, and obviously got me looking around like, oh, I'm really alone. Goes in the background, which was not intentional. They were just there, but I think it helped the scene out a little bit, because showing that people they don't even want to be around the benches where people normally sit, and they'd rather be away from him, which was an unintentional thing, but I will take that. I think this looking around was for a bit too long, but it then zoomed in for an extreme close up, in like very extreme to the eye, and then we have a we have a match cut, which they're fun to use. Like it's a good way of transitioning things a lot more coherently, and it doesn't feel, I think, forced. So let's keep going.
No.
My voiceover. This is some of the bits where I do find it cringy. Just little bits, and obviously with the colours, it's a lot more like the vibrance of the colours is a lot more. I make sure to point it out more because it's just meant to like symbolise or show that he's a bit more happier and such in this instance, and the voiceover is from how he's currently feeling.
I didn't used to be alone like this.
I probably could use a better microphone, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that's what I had. Like the people who give me didn't give me good. I don't know. But the microphone they gave me wasn't probably the best, and there wasn't the best environment to record it, but you move.
I used to actually have friends that liked me.
I'm sorry, when I hear that, I used to have friends that actually liked me. It's like, it's meant to be sad, but for me personally, it comes off a bit cringy. I say cringy a lot of this because, it is.
Surprising, I know.
Oh yeah, shout out to my friends who started this for me. They were a big help.
It was a good time, and I wish I still had that, but I don't. I fucked up too much.
You're right.
I don't know what I did, but I was just.
You're gonna hear in the background someone saying something like, "One teachers, twats." But quite the beautiful thing we've got on that, and I probably could have just. Oh yeah, my other short film. If you want to check it out, 70 views. Very, very, very nice. Fucking full screen. That'd be better. So you can just, get into what it is. And the hell is his face? Let's be honest. Like, bruh.
Being me, and that's good.
Oh yeah, the things we were talking about. I made sure I said to him, talk about whatever you want. Like I'm gonna dub over it, so it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure we was talking about like Red Dead Redemption 2, some stuff like that, just random stuff.
Really? You don't want to be friends with losers like me?
No one, that's it.
An annoying person who just gets in the way. I've come to realise that. I can't take it anymore.
Very, very, very nice transition. I'll say that. My room's a bit messy there. Probably make it a bit clean, but it makes you feel more lived in.
Okay, Stephen.
Oh no, this shot here was a pain in the ass to film because I didn't have anyone like over the shoulder for me to do it. So what I had to do myself was, and all that. For God's sake, and that's just something for my piece. Get out probably. If I don't, I'm too lazy. I use this kind of thing to help me with it. So what I think I did, I put it like that over myself, or get like something like that. So the camera, like the camera of my phone over there, would record it, and this phone, what you see on screen, old one that, you know. So just getting it upright and trying not to get that in frame or anything like that. It was a pain in the backside to do, especially on your own. Like I was there for a good couple of minutes, just maybe 10 minutes or so to try to figure it out, and in the end I was able to get it to this, which I did enjoy. Like it, the outcome, it's alright, you know, it's alright. I think I probably could have speak a bit more. You alright? I probably could have speak a lot more clearly in it, or just something better like that. But you know, if
That's per usual. No one's actually responded to them.
yeah. Thing is, people do talk to me on Snapchat and such, so I couldn't take a screenshot of it to show it. I had to fucking go online and search in open messages on Snapchat just to get it like that. Obviously, you can't really see it on the actual thing, but I thought let's just make sure it's there because just to immerse more. So like the Team Snapchat thing as well, that was kind of made up on the spot. Become like, okay, so I can roll with this.
Hey, you know you're doing great when only Team Snapchat sends you a message. Why? No one want to talk to me anymore?
Because you're a loser. And by the way, if you're suffering from any mental health kind of stuff, you're not a loser. I'm making jokes, you know. But yeah, this one I recorded about 3 for it, and only 2 of them was in the kind of the running for actually being in the short film. Obviously, this one, then another one, and I got some opinions on it, and this one won out. You know.
You don't want to meet me in person?
And then the camera angles, it's a close up, not extreme close up. Like it's kind of near there, but an extreme close up was like kind of like it's getting to this point where it's very soon in the eyes or a very specific part of the face. You notice there's more like close up.
You're so saying that
Don't talk to me. I suppose sometimes the way I speak is just ridiculous.
I know. I can't explain it. I just can't. What did I do so wrong? Why? I don't deserve this, do I?
I don't know, do you? Does he? Obviously, for this scene, I was trying to emulate him having a panic attack because with panic attacks, you understand at least, it's very you can't breathe, like it's very hard, difficult, and just that kind of stuff. And you know, the thing is, this did make me very lightheaded because obviously, if you breathe like that, and again, it's like I did it for 3 takes, and you do like that, you will go fucking lightheaded, you know. So again, close up, it's getting closer and more tilt for a Dutch angle to just convey that his mental stability is going down the drain. Like it's just going tits up at this point. Like everything to him is maybe a bit it's a bit extreme, you know.
Calm down. I still have my family, don't I? I can try them. Please. Okay, talk to my family.
Nice little POV shot.
How you doing, Jack?
My brother, shout out to him to help me with this.
Hi.
Hey, there's me! Like full body. It's like, if you've already seen my short film, you already know what happens next, but with this, I kind of wanted to convey something where, when we first see his brother, I think I call him Dylan, he seems very happy to see his brother, and he's like, oh, how you doing, Jack? You're very chill. But as he gets up here, it kind of shows a bit more hostile and doesn't want to hang around with him. And I wanted that to be how maybe sometimes people perceive things differently than actually is happening in reality, you know? Like, maybe he's that mentally gone, that far gone, that the distinction between reality and fantasy, or what's not real, is merging, and he can't, you know, comprehend it. Like, for all he knows, what could have happened? Actually happened is that Dylan's brother might be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. I'm busy." Whereas in Jack's head, he's perceiving that as, "Oh, he's telling me he doesn't like me, he doesn't be bothering me," and that's what I was trying to convey. Maybe I didn't do it in the best way, but you know, it is what it is.
Hey, Don, you wanna hang out or something?
Yeah. By the way, my brother's fucking Jack. Like fucking hell, he's a big lad.
Why the fuck would I want to hang out with you? Are you seeing yourself?
Yeah, with this kind of stuff, I was like to my brother, "Be a mean fuck to me, like make it seem like you don't like me, this kind of stuff," and he came out with that. Don't know if that was personally to me as a actual person or the character Jack. I don't want to ask.
Yeah, point taken.
Okay, so I'm going to mute this a little bit because when I loaded the actual video, it's got a copyright thing where if there's any ads on it, monetization will go to Machine Gun Kelly or the studio that owns it. So I'm gonna keep this muted. You'll know the song, and you know, yeah, it's saying like lonely, lonely, even when the room is full. So again, he's surrounded by friends or supposed friends. Like even then, if he's surrounded by people, he still feels internally lonely. Like not. It's one of those things that it's hard to explain in a sense because if you haven't like people who haven't experienced kind of stuff, I think it can be a bit foreign to them. But yeah, sometimes when you're with friends, you feel like you're not meant to be there, like you're more of a dragon on, and that's what I was trying to convey. Like they're obviously engaged, and he's just Jack the character. He's just kind of there. Also, it's very nice shirt, and I like the necklace. Like I have it fucking right here from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Watch it if you can. And then yeah, he goes on for like 17 odd seconds, and yeah. Hey, I wish I could have muted, but I don't want this to be riddled with like copyright stuff because the company might be like, "Oh, that's two. You've done our stuff that we're getting a strike or some shit like that," and I don't fucking want that. Okay, here we go. So this scene, obviously you've watched it. It's meant to symbolise Jack fighting his inner demons. I probably could have done it in a darker setting, would have helped the atmosphere and convey it better, but bit of time constraint in this one because it was filmed during when the deadline was due. That's because obviously with college and such, how things are this year, I had to do it that way. But yeah, obviously my mate Jack on the right, me on the left, it's a wide angle, and that's just to obviously show what's going to happen. Like, yeah. This was a lot of fun to film, by the way. Elvia thing to pause on, but yeah, this fight, I think it took 15-20 minutes to actually just do because the choreography. When I first started this filming this or having the idea for it, I went in my head, okay, I want to have like a mini fight scene because they've always seemed fun to do for me. So I was like, okay, let's do this. I know how to do it. It's like in my next one, if I ever do another one, I don't know. I want to put maybe like a, kind of a sword fight in there or something very similar with something a weapon similar to that because I find it very interesting, like thinking through how each move goes because every action you take with a sword, you think of the consequence as well. So if you lift the blade up to do an overhead strike, you're like that, you open so the opponent can stab you. So what do? You don't do that because it's silly. You gotta think of ways like that, and I find that very intriguing, you know. But yeah, this was a fun fight to film. You gotta love that little. I've still got a few shots of this, just figuring it out, you know, because. Oh, and I think I accidentally hit him as well, like doing like that. You see, because you use two different ways of doing it. The fight, so you see the initial punch, then you see the impact of it, and with that, I accidentally did that a bit too hard, so I accidentally hurt him. Sorry for that, James. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Not hitting him, just the filming. And this was yeah, I remember that one because I did him round and doing the timings for that would have been complicated, so we opted to do a different shot of it just to make it easier, and I like the outcome of it. It's like So I'm like that. I'm like that. Then I do that. Obviously being edited in a way you can't tell, which is. Mwah. Then get me in a chokehold. Kinky. Obviously, did another extreme close up to get a match cut to this. Oh, very, very dark. Yeah. Yeah, there's some friends messaging me about saying it took a very dark turn. Yeah, obviously the fight with my friend James was symbolism for him fighting his inner demons, and he lost that battle. So him getting choked out, is is meant to obviously you see him getting choked out here. So as he's choking his inner head as well. Like the fight's been lost, and yeah, this took like quite a few takes to do. And the thing is, I wanted to emulate to me actually a hanging. So while I hung myself with a dressing gown thing, I actually had it tied around my neck and someone holding it just to get the look of it. Probably were better shots of how red I went and such like that, but you could see the other guy holding me and that kind of stuff, so I had to opt for this one. But I'm very happy how overall this short film turned out, because you know, it has its cringy moments, I think, with maybe some of the acting or just how it's edited or just the camera work in general, but it was a lot of fun to film. Even this, with this last bit, my friends, the person who was recording, the guy holding it, was like, "Oh, hey, Connor, you need to stop now. You know that, right? Because we don't want to deal with you passing out." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be fine." Start recording. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to film, you know. Anyway, that's me analysing this piece of shit of a student film. Just remember to subscribe, like it, all that kind of jazz, because why not? Yeah, see you all on next short film or one of these. Hey, if you want, I can analyse the fucking Idol one, both versions. Leave the comments. Yeah, I don't know. Do whatever you want. Let me know. You know me in real life as well. So, see ya.